Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are still with you in this very special edition of Women's World. Very much honored to have with us one of the great Egyptian female examples, a great representative for Egypt since we are celebrating International Women's Day, Dr. Mariam Azer, who has been appointed by the President as Member of Parliament. She is now Board Member of Financial Regulatory Authority and former Member of Parliament, Member of Foreign Affairs Committee, National Council for Women. Thank you very much, Dr. Mariam, for coming. Always a pleasure having you with us.
Pleasure having you as well.
Thank you, thank you. Now, today we're talking about digital transformation. But before we do that, you're an engineer and you decided to study engineering. So why did you decide to take such a tough choice in the beginning?
It took a long time to decide. I had it inside, like my mind, my heart, to become an engineer. It's because of innovation. It's because of something that changes every day. You need to think, you need to work on yourself, become a better thinker, do a lot of things that are like not usual. So it's an adventure by itself. So I loved the fields, and if I go back, I would choose the same major.
Okay. Now, today we're talking about digital transformation, one of the main goals of the Egyptian government. Tell us how you see the importance of digital transformation and why most countries have shifted to that system now.
Let me first explain what is digital transformation about. Some people, when you say digital, they think it's paperless. Some people think it's technology, it's artificial intelligence, it's data mining, it's something like very complicated. So the perceptions are different, but it's all about it's not only technology, it's a process, it's people, and it's technology. Three things together, they make the digital transformation. Actually, we all recall at the beginning of the COVID, we had tremendous shift that happened
Suddenly.
all of a sudden with no preparedness, but everyone had to cope with this. Years ago, a lot of countries talked about digital transformation, especially in their businesses, and people would resist. There is a resistance from the high level, there is a resistance from the employees, and that's because there is the culture of no change. People don't want to change what they've been doing for years. And that's the main problem, and one of the main challenges of digital transformation is not the technology, definitely, it's the culture. And there was a report that says 85% of the challenges lie in the culture. There is an issue in the culture. However, what happened during the pandemic, everything shifted, and everyone had to submit that we are changing the way we are working.
Yes.
That's about digital transformation. It's about changing the way business is offered, the way government offers its service to the citizens.
Now, this is very important. How government offers citizens to the citizens perhaps was one of the main problems for many citizens, standing in long queues, waiting for a lot of paper procession and so on. But now it's easy, it's a click away. But the thing is, are we ready for that? Is the Egyptian citizen ready for that? Ready to get his ID card or driving license online while sitting at home? Or is it the role of the media to make people understand more here? What is digital transformation?
Well, if we talk about Egypt readiness, we have to talk about two different directions. There is the government, is the government ready? And there is the citizen. So for the citizens, the digital technology has done the job. The digital technology has dictated a change in the way life goes. So people are more into technology now. They're willing to have this luxury of having without queues their services instantly, not wasting time. A lot of benefits are there for the digital transformation. However, as I mentioned earlier, it's not only about technology. So talking about the government, I would state something nice, good news, that in the last report for the UN, Egypt was ranked amongst the second category of countries that are on their way to digital transformation. The first category has 30 countries only, which have like done a lot in digital transformation. Actually, I recall that in 2017, His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has made a decree to have the High Supreme Council of Digital Transformation. And it's important to mention that this council had stakeholders from all the ministries, not only the Ministry of Technology, obviously, because it's, again, it's cross-cutting. The digital transformation has to do with every
planning,
with health,
Ministry of Planning.
Health is important for digital education, everything. So, and as consultations, we were working in, with the Supreme Council, and there are a lot of pillars that need to be there. There is the infrastructure, but there are the laws as well. Because if you're talking about digital transformation, then there is the privacy of the citizens' information.
The protection of personal data.
Yes, exactly. So there were like some laws that needed to be issued. Some of them have already been issued, like the data protection, the internet crimes, the fintech has just been approved by the president. So a lot of laws are there to pave the way for legislative readiness. There is the infrastructure readiness, and moving to the new capital will do a lot of things, and we have seen like that Center for Documentaries that is totally like digital, and a lot of things are happening to pave the way for the digital transformation. Remains the culture. And this comes with awareness and training, and moving to the new capital is not a physical motion, it is also a mindset motion. The employees are being trained and selected in a very picky way to choose the ones who have the readiness for the change and for the adoption of the digital transformation as well. So it's an ecosystem that tackles a lot of things at the same time. So we're getting ready, we are on the way, moving very fast. There is that political will. There is like, in all the ministries, there are people who are very enthusiastic about it. We've seen some sample of things happening, and the response of the citizens has been quite encouraging. However, we need more awareness, more training for the employees and for the citizens.
Yes, perhaps it's about time. And as you mentioned, Dr. Marianne, COVID-19 forced us to adapt and cope with the facts that we will use the digitalization, whether we like it or not, whether we are prepared or not. So it made things perhaps easier, if we may say so, because every family shifted to working from home, online schooling and e-learning and so on. So we became adapted to it. It's a matter of time until we learn how to receive services, as you said, as citizens, and how to do that in a very organized manner. So I'd like to thank you very much, Dr. Marianne Azer, board member of the Financial Regulatory Authority, former member of Parliament and member of the Foreign Affairs Committee of the National Council for Women. Always a pleasure having you with us.
Pleasure being with you, and let me hold the opportunity to wish a happy Women's Month.
Yes, Women's Month, as you said, yes. The same for you. Thank you so much, and thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us in this very special edition of Women's World, part of our celebrations of Women's Month and International Women's Day, Mother's Day coming up. Blessings to all successful women, and thank you very much for being with us. I'm Hala Al-Hamalawi, signing off for now.